In this episode of Worst Jobs, we look at the very difficult job of coal miners. First, let's look at some key expressions. Coal. Coal is a combustible black rock widely used for fuel. Combustible means that it is able to catch fire and burn easily. We burn coal for fuel, which provides energy, like heat and electricity. Okay, let's take a step back and remind ourselves what we are here to learn. English. This is not a physics class. Some of you are scientists and understand the difference between power, electricity, and energy. In everyday English, people mix up these terms all the time. So for the purpose of this lesson, electricity is a form of energy. Energy comes in many forms, and electricity is one of them. Power is sometimes used interchangeably with electricity in everyday life, even though it is not technically correct. In Canada, it is not uncommon to have power outages, which basically means there is no electricity available. Okay, let's move on. Coal is a fossil fuel. It remains one of the biggest energy sources in the world. Coal, oil, and natural gas are all examples of fossil fuels. What are fossil fuels? Fossil fuels are found in the Earth's crust. Coal, for example, is found in rock deposits. Fossil fuels are non-renewable. That means there is only a limited amount, and once you use it, it will be gone forever. We will not explore the environmental impacts of fossil fuels because this lesson's focus is coal mining. So, we know coal is a fossil fuel. We know that we burn coal to generate. Generate means produce electricity. This all happens in what is called a power station, also called a power plant. Before we can even burn the coal, we have to dig it up first. Miners dig for coal in what is called a coal mine or a coal pit. The British also use the term colliery. This is where the miners work. A miner is a person who works, usually underground, in mines in order to obtain minerals such as coal. Of course, not all mines are underground. There are different types of pits. Miners wear a hard hat and use a pickaxe. Okay, we need to take another break. Just so we're clear, a miner is not the same as a miner. A miner with an E is someone who works in the mines. A miner with an O is someone under the legal age of adulthood, a child. They are both pronounced the same, so this can create some awkward situations, like if you were to tell your friends you're going on a date with a minor. You might have to reassure your friends your date is indeed an adult. Right, I'm glad we got that sorted. Let's move on. Where were we? Right. Coal miners. Coal miners work in coal mines. These are sometimes underground. The miners have to dig for coal. Over here, we see a picture of an underground mine and a mine cart, or mine trolley, if you want to sound more British. This is a very old mine, but it gives you a sense of what the working conditions are like for miners. Coal mining is a very old job. It became hugely popular in the Industrial Revolution, which began in Britain in the late 18th century and spread to the rest of Europe and North America. In those days, child labor was very common. Labor is another word for work. In Canada, boys as young as 8 would work in the mines. Yes, they were miners. Sadly, child labor is not a thing of the past all around the world. Children miners still exist today, like we see in this clip taken from a Vice documentary. There are many health risks involved in coal mining: injuries, illnesses, and fatalities. Exposure to coal mine dust causes various pulmonary diseases. A pulmonary disease is a type of disease that affects the lungs and other parts of the respiratory system. Here are some other real concerns for miners. A cave-in is when a mine collapses. Many factors can cause a cave-in, anything from an earthquake to improper mining activities. It's a very scary situation because you are essentially trapped inside the mine. Trapped means you can't escape. You can't get out. This is exactly what happened in 2010 when 33 workers were trapped in a Chilean mine for 2 months. Fortunately, all 33 miners were rescued. Another big concern for miners is an explosion. Explosions are rare, but can happen, and the results are often catastrophic. Explosions happen because there are many dangerous gases that build up in mines. In 2014, there was a mining explosion in Soma, Turkey, which caused an underground fire. In total, 301 people were killed in what is now known as the worst mining disaster in Turkey's history. Sadly, mining accidents are very common in Turkey due to the poor safety measures. In some countries like Canada and the USA, mining is becoming much safer for workers. The number of deaths and injuries have dramatically decreased. Decreased means it lowered, it went down. The opposite of decrease is increase. Employers are putting the health and safety of their workers first. This was a lot to take in. Let's review with a quiz. What's this called? It's a coal mine or a coal pit. What's this called? It's a power station or a power plant. What is coal used for? coal is mainly used to generate electricity. Are there children coal miners? Yes, historically there have been coal miners that are just children in North America and Europe, and sadly today there still exist children coal miners in some poorer countries. How do miners protect their head? They wear a hard hat. Where are fossil fuels found? Fossil fuels are found in the Earth's crust. Which of these are renewable energy? This was a trick question. None of them are renewable energy. Coal, oil, and natural gas are fossil fuels. All fossil fuels are non-renewable because they are found in the Earth's crust. Once you use it, they are gone forever. They do not get renewed. Well done today. The question of the day is, what are the working conditions for coal miners in your country? Answer in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos. Have a great day.